Morning, gamers. I had my patented, how long do I sleep?
12 hours. Oh, no, more than that.
More than 12. Yeah, like 15 hours or something. Anyways, we're getting everything ready and then we're gonna go on our adventure where we have to drive for like 15 hours. And we have to leave these fatties. Hi, Baba. Hi, Dada. With my parents. I know. You had your brekkie.
Husband.
Yeah. Hungry.
Hangry.
Hungry. Brekkie time. Still driving. Been at it for about an hour or so now.
But we still got about half an hour to drive there. We're gonna be really early, but that's kind of why we're just taking a break.
We have arrived. It is now time to go and check in. Okay, so we did, there was a training video, signing a waiver, all that stuff. Can't bring the phone, so not gonna be able to make any clips. We did pay for like a selfie cam, but it sounded to me like it was just gonna be pictures. So that's kind of disappointing. I was really hoping it would be videos for you guys, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe it is still videos. I hope it's videos. But either way, we gotta get things all ready and prepared and stuff. So next clip's gonna be once we're done. So we're back on Earth. The adrenaline's still pretty high, but we're gonna start driving back, and I'll comment more when I've recovered. So I wanted to add some post commentary now that it's been a couple days. This way I have been able to process kind of everything that went on. And on top of all of that, the video doesn't really capture a lot of what happened. So throughout the entire experience, you know, pretty much everything up into the plane ride was absolutely fine. it was as soon as they ended up opening the plane door, that's where it just kind of grounded it all in reality. Like, oh, this is actually happening. And for those of you that don't know, I've got like a weird fear of heights. I don't know why. I don't let it like, you know, steer me away from experiencing stuff like this, but still, it just happens. So basically what happened here is we step out to the side of the plane. The instructor is basically holding onto the wing while the door is latched on top of us. And in Mariko's clip, this is a little bit better, but there is a step right here for the wheel of the airplane, the aircraft. And we are not supposed to step on that. So basically what happens is you literally go against all your instincts and put your feet ahead of that wheel. So I'm basically dangling right here out of a moving airplane while the instructor, you know, I'm putting my life in the hands of this random person I've never met before. Basically, I was just in instruction mode where kind of autopilot, just focusing on my breathing. As you can see, it's very intense. I'm just trying to breathe because there's so much wind blowing into my face. It's like when you're driving down the highway and you stick your head out of the window and it gets difficult to breathe because of the pressure. And so I was just focusing on breathing. This part, I'll admit, is kind of a blur. I don't really remember much of, like, I wasn't really conscious to what was going on around me, so I couldn't really observe the view or anything like that. But as soon as we ended up getting to the parachute, that was, you know, then we're just hovering there. You know, I'm a lot more conscious, despite the fact that my adrenaline was still spiking. And even at this point, like, the instructor's like, hey, you want to spin around in circles really fast? And I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Like, you know, at that point, I was kind of a little bit more conscious of myself, but the fall was just insane. And Mariko was telling me afterwards that we actually like spun around a couple times, so she didn't. But you can just see it on her face. Like, she really enjoyed it and dealt with it a lot better than I did. I think it's got to do with my height thing. But yeah, the best way that I could describe it is it's like the most intense ride at the fair that you could possibly have. But I find, you know, now that it's been a couple days, Mariko and I are still kind of on the fence of whether or not we enjoyed it, or more so whether or not it was worth it. Not to necessarily judge the experience full on, but the free fall part, that was just fear, like gut-wrenching fear. Just like it was so overwhelming with all the wind and noise. You couldn't tell what was going on. And so it's like that part I wouldn't necessarily say was bad, but I don't know if it was enjoyable, if that makes sense. And then the balloon or parachute ride, you know, that was fine. That was actually a lot of fun. It was a beautiful view. That I would do again. I just don't know about the skydiving part. So main point that I'm getting at is we both just kind of keep sitting with it and thinking to ourselves, like, would we do this again? I don't know if we would for the price. It was very, very expensive for such a short-lived experience, and it left us like wrecked for the rest of the day, as you'll see with the follow-up clip, which was when we finally ended up getting home.
That was something.
Yeah, that was something. Anyways, we're gonna chill and watch F1 and stuff. I'll edit this video tomorrow, which means it'll probably take a couple days before it goes up to you guys, but either way, it is chill time. So thanks for tuning in and hope you guys had fun.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Yeah, well, Canadian Thanksgiving. The real Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Ours came first.
Real.
Look it up.
Real.
Canada came first, okay? We always do it first, and then America goes, mine.
I think Japan came first.
Japan doesn't have Thanksgiving.
No.
Yeah.